You need to come out there and swing to 5 different positions. You have to try and take them down with the one taps. He does it every single time. If that's for FaZe, I guess if you're talking about Team Liquid as well, I would go for Nitro. I feel like his AWPing on this map in the CT spawn area is really consistent. It's not the flashiest, but he always does a fantastic job. He always seems to be in the right position. I feel like he's instrumental in their success.
I think you can't really ask for much more than that in terms of breakdown. It'll be interesting to see. Liquid have stuck with this style that's been very well paced, very measured. They haven't really made many mistakes actually at all. And I think the big question is whether or not FaZe can sort of shake them out of that. Can they force Liquid to make a couple of mistakes that they can exploit? That'll be really interesting to see.
What I like about this format as well is the fact we get to see how they look today. It's not like we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's all about right now, and both teams are piping hot. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has finally come. Your grand final of Blast Pro Series Miami. Let's make some noise for the first match. Team Liquid versus FaZe Clan. Let's do it. We'll have a look at the buys they come through. 4 sets of armor for FaZe Clan, Olaf Meister. He's got the Glock, the smoke, the flashbang, and there's the PT-50 for Nico as well. He's got the Superman buy here, Anders. This is going to be a lot of fun.
What a player to have it on as well. Just all you need. That one player, headshots all across the board if he can get into the right position. So far, playing it very slowly in the beginning, doing sort of a default here, taking control of the underpass as well as top mid, and just looking outside of the A-bomb side. Oh, they're going to crunch it quick, but Stewie executing Guardian before he even gets a chance to play in the round. Smoke is down, and Rain trying to get a little bit of control here off the window room, and that's dangerous, making that run past. He's doing it again, Henry, and Nico now in play to take down Naf. Rain's going to want to peek this one, but the bomb is making its way back. They are all over the place. This is very tricky for FaZe.
Tactics have gone out the window at this point, Anders. It's all to play for in the 4 versus 4. Stewie's been taken down to 6 HP, but look at the positional control the FaZe have. They have their vent under lock and key at this point, but the bomb, it's in the B apartments, making its way towards the underpass at this point. Olaf Meister posturing his way through towards T spawn. Rain is just holding such a strong spot. What are the CTs up to here?
Does anybody know what's going on in this round? I don't even think so. Nitro will get a kill on Nico, and that is a really big trophy to bring home already. Down to 36 seconds. Rain, he's been playing here this whole time, and he needs a kill right now. Otherwise, it's not going to open up anything. 30 seconds now. He's still jumping back and forth. Olaf now on the bomb site. Adren starting to show up with the bomb. Finally, they've made it here. This is a very, very odd pistol round. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. And now Twist, Elysian, Nitro started to group up by CT spawn. They're going to set up one flashbang all the way in the sky to make their entry back here with the retake. And they do have a defuse kit as well, so a little bit of time for them to play with. Early engagement. Rain getting up a kill there on Twist, and now all the pressure on Liquid. There's a Dren and Rain again. The Norwegian player, triple kill for him as he shuts down the round, and FaZe pick it up.
Well, it wasn't the prettiest, but it was very exciting there. FaZe made their way up towards the A-bomb site and actually got through towards jungle, smoked off the connector, and Rain was holding the vent for a good 45 seconds or something there. It's unreal. Olaf Meister back through T-spawn. He clears the A-bomb site. They can fall back, get that plant in. And a 4 versus 3 goes in favor of FaZe Clan. Absolutely. They didn't drop a single player in that retake.
I don't know how Rain stayed alive for that long in that, but it seems like he should have been shot in the back at some point, or there should have been more of an attempt for Liquid to try and deal with that. He sort of had control of the whole central part of the map with almost nobody challenging him. It's a very, very odd way to play out that round, so great start.
Grand finals do have something about them. You will see a different level of Counter-Strike. The nerves setting in, the pressure's on, and sometimes things are forgotten and things can go wrong. But that was a great way to kick things off. And we have got a little technical timeout here, so we've got a bit of time to discuss a bit more. Anders, get your thoughts, get inside that brain of yours and see what's going on in there.
But I almost feel like that actually happened partly because Stewie was so successful in getting the first kill that, like, okay, we got that kill, like, fall back. You know, like, don't give them anything for free. We'll fall back more defensively. And the fact that they fell back so defensively allowed Rain to get the window control. And then he just kept it the whole time, so
that just shows you the difference between like a top team and a world-class one. People that can adapt their strategies on the fly, because not everything will always go in your favor. You can have the best execution, the best strategy. It can work amazingly in practice, even on the dry runs. It looks great. But if you lose one player here, and then you've lost a utility, or you've lost key position here, you have to be able to handle yourself and call on the fly and work out what's going to be the best possible move. They didn't panic. They didn't overextend. Like you said, Rain holding that position, just waiting for CT reactions there. And they could wait. Sure, it took a while, but they got the result they wanted. The bomb down, a promising promising post-plant situation for them, and they managed to pull it off. Now the question is here, will Team Liquid be forced by in the second round? We have got a couple of options for them. They could force by now with the CZs, the Deagles, or they could bring the rifles out in the third. I can look on the server right now and confirm it looks like they are going to buy up into this. You've got the CZs coming out, the Deagles as well, HEs and Smokes. So it looks like FaZe will have their work cut out for them. And Liquid have won a lot of these rounds throughout this tournament, Anders.
Some maps, maybe you wouldn't want to, but a map like Mirage, I mean, think about how many ways in which you can use that CSET 75. If you're at the B-bomb side and somebody's trying to jump out of the window, you pick them off mid-air before they even touch the ground. And over on the A side as well, I mean, you talk about that Palace position, and there are just so many ways to use the pistols up close. You can't guarantee that you'll get the up-close fight, but, you know, definitely you can make a good job of it. I don't blame them. Maybe Naf or Twist with the Deagle in the middle. That is always fun.
It's difficult to make it work. Sure, Liquid are amazing with the pistols, but on a map like Mirage, it's long range, and the Deagle is fantastic at that, but obviously the rifle's coming out. You're going to have your work cut out for you. It's going to take terrorists overextending, not having trade positions for you to really win that round. There are some teams that might be inclined to rush B on this second round and try and just hope they can crush it towards the B-bomb side, but I would not recommend that. A lot of teams these days are actually stacking the B-bomb side on these 4 spies and seeing whether they can shut that promise down, but either way, we have got players rejoining now as Guardian. I think his game crashed, so he's just going to join back up into the server. And remember, they're the ones that won the pistols, so they're going to be bringing in maybe 2 AKs and 3 SMGs here.
Yeah, they should have no problem. I think the main task right now, if you're FaZe in the second round, is just try and identify, you know, sort of roughly where the positions are, so you can make a choice after that. I don't want you to be raiding around forever, because we do see that sometimes where the better equipped team that's won the pistol round, they sort of end up, you know, tiptoeing around for a very long time.
Yeah.
And then, you know, slowly they lose a little bit of health, and then they get a little bit more timid, and they don't really want to react. Like, just find out where they are and then make a choice after that.
It's all about being assertive in these rounds.
Yeah.
You cannot just go in there, one person commits, and then you don't follow it up. If someone actually commits and goes for a frag, there's a chance of rifles going to go in, it's going to be taken down, you have to go in with them. You have to follow your teammates up and make sure you're trading out those kills. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the delay. We're back into it. FaZe Clan 1, Team Liquid 0, and it's going to be 3 AK-47s here. Nico and Adren sacrificing any utility here, but that's fine against the pistols. Can Liquid do anything with this? We have got presence towards that underpass position. A good nades at the start. Rain and Nico taking considerable damage. Nico's at 1 HP.
Yeah, that's everything we didn't want. Does he not see the gun barrel? I'm not sure if he does. Well, now I think he definitely does. Yeah, they got the Molotov as well. Stewie, no chance. It was going to be one way or the other, but Rain is out of it. Elige with the kill. Ooh. Run down by Guardian. That was a nice kill on Twist. He was up close and personal with that AK-47 now flashbang. They're very close. Guardian's in trouble, and Nitro will take him down. Yeah, I think Guardian thought they were going to be further back and he could just buy a little bit of time. The bomb has been planted, though, and it's a 3-on-3. They don't really have a lot, though. They do have a defuse kit in this round on Nitro, so it's not completely impossible, but it's very difficult to retake this one.
Even more so now, and it comes down to just Nitro. Nothing can be done. I know, it gets Adren down to 5, and Nico survives the entire round of just 1 point of health taken from the very start from those grenades. FaZe kind of done it, though. They've got the 2-0 and presumably 3 as well, because remember, Liquid now have to go full eco for the next round. Here's Adren getting it done from that Palace position. Just closing things out, nothing too flashy, guaranteeing the kill. So, a couple of Zeuses have been brought here. It's going to be Naf and Stewie using those. Can actually be very effective. I think they're underutilized in today's game. They actually are great for holding tight angles and stealing away a kill, getting an AK.
I'm a big proponent of the idea of the Zeus run boost, which we haven't really seen yet.
We haven't seen a lot of that.
I'm thinking one day, Henry, it'll become part of the metagame. Oh, well.
It connected.
It did connect. Oh, no. And then back into the fire. It's not looking good, is it? You have to respect the effort, though.
You absolutely do. He tried to do what he can there, jumps up, doesn't quite connect, and it is going to be the round for FaZe. Liquid didn't really have much of a fighting chance in it regardless, as Elige and Twist will hold on to their P250s and CT spawn, hoping to find some exit kills here. 5 players alive for FaZe right now. Those 3 AKs still looking very strong indeed. And just to know, Guardian only with the Deagle Kevlar this round, because you know what weapon he wants next, Sanders. What do you reckon it's going to be?
Could be almost anything, Henry.
It could be.
There's a lot to choose from right there, but you know, if you're a fan of Counter-Strike, you want him with that AWP. There's just no doubt about it.
Absolutely. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm hoping Guardian can deliver. Grand Finals is something where he does his best work, I would say, as Elige looking for his second frag. He's already picked one up. He'll be taken down eventually as Twist looking for anything towards the end. Should be denied, as there it is. The bomb goes off and he will survive. It doesn't really matter. He still gets the cash, and he saves a PT50 for this first gun round. 3-0, orbs coming out.
Couple of players towards the end there for FaZe very low on health, and it's actually pretty important that they didn't go down because they lost, what, 3 members in the previous round. So if they lost more than 1 here, I mean, that would have also dug into their economy a bit. So keeping more alive definitely matters in the long run. Stewie with the AWP, Guardian on the other side with his. Let's see how this unfolds.
One thing I like about this, Olaf Meister is still on the Mac 10. If you look over at Team Liquid, only 1 player has a helmet right now. That Mac 10 is going to be deadly at close range. If it touches the head, it's going to find a kill. So Liquid got their work cut out for them this round. They're still clutching at straws. No defuse kits as Twist has got pressure now.
Yeah, they're so quick on the bomb side. I'm not even sure if they realize this is unbelievably fast here for FaZe. They might just catch all of them off guard entirely. A lot of shots ringing through, almost catching Elige, but he's alive, and Twist with a bit of a return. Naf just quick trading, and this is working out in favor of FaZe right now. They're happy about this kind of a trade. The bomb will go down. Now they just need to get off the bomb side. They can't all stay stacked on top of each other like this. That is never a good idea. And there's Stewie shutting down Guardian. Next in line at Dren with the refrag. Just nothing but trading, and finally the Kazakhstani coming back in. A triple for him. Actually a quad at the end.
Yeah, that was absolutely wild from Adren. He holds strong on the bomb side there. A scrappy round, but still FaZe come out on top. It's the 4-0, and they are high rolling in cash right now. So much so, they've actually got a double AWP set up on the T side of Mirage. I don't think I've ever casted that before, ever. So that's an interesting one if they keep it. And we'll have a look at the setup for Liquid. With the maximum loss bonus now, they can certainly justify some investment to go with CZs and MP9 and a little bit of utility. Are they throwing the AWP away?
They did,
Oh,
Henry.
that's a shame.
What a waste.
I wanted to see it. For those not aware, 2 snipers might sound great. It's actually not that mobile. And when it gets down to it, the crunch time, the mid-round, it's not useful to have 2 snipers on the offense.
No, it could get really awkward. So now back, CSAT 75 is a Deagle, the MP9 there on Elige. This is an unexpected start, although we have talked about it all throughout the day, Henry, the slow beginnings of Liquid.
This has been the results for pretty much all their games. They came back from a 6-1 deficit earlier. The game before that, 7-0, and they still come back and win. So this is part of the course for Liquid. They're used to starting on the back foot, it seems.
They like it that way, apparently.
Not sure they like it, it's just the way it is. You know, they're just stuck with that. They never get the strong start, they never win the pistol, it always seems to go wrong. But around round 7, they start to wake up and look amazing.
Well, let's hope it's going to follow a similar pattern for them right now, because otherwise, I mean, this is just the first map, right? Still Dust 2 in there. Elige getting caught. And now for all the rest, there's not really much they could do to defend this bomb side. I think Twist would have to be some absolutely magnificent headshots with a Deagle, and now they're getting really close, so they're going to check the corner for sure. Yeah, that was going to happen every single time, so job well done. FaZe just at it again.
Remember, they're on the T side of Mirage now. Now, it's not as severe as other maps, but it's certainly considered CT-sided. At least that's where he's preferred to start, and they're going to be going up 5-0. Maybe Naf has something to say about that. He does get a kill towards that A ramp, but the bomb has been planted, and it's a massive advantage here for the FaZe clan. Naf, Stewie, and Nitro all trying to find frags, and obviously not going for the win. They're trying to steal away an AK if possible. You can see that's exactly what Stewie's up to there towards CT spawn.
Yeah, I mean, boxing them in like this, if you can catch some of them running out of the bomb side away from the explosion, that will make a big difference. Cause more economic damage. Round loss bonus is about to be at a max as well for Liquid, so they've got, you know, a little bit of help from the game itself to try and get them back in. They can buy more rifles and all the rest of it. And Nico, another player for FaZe you really don't want to be up and running if you're on the Liquid side.
Yeah, if he turns up, it's going to be disastrous for you. And that's the problem with the map Dust 2 coming up next as well. And the fact FaZe had this great start, it's looking incredibly good for the international squad. But another full buy for Liquid here. As you said, maximum loss bonus has been realized at this point. It's Stewie 2K picking up the AWP on the CT side. We did say his play has looked a little bit underwhelming for his standards so far. So maybe they're trying to get him on the AWP, build that confidence up. Maybe he feels that that's where he's going to do better work instead of holding the rifle. So for now, usually Nitro on the CT side, it is going to be Stewie here. But we do know he likes to float with this a little bit more than other maps on Mirage. And this is looking like a B execution. All 5 players from FaZe on this side of the map. I love this call. This is a very smart one. So just to mix things up, you've been presenting lots of slow defaults, and they are going to commit to this. The smokes are going in, and can Nitro fend them off?
Oh, it's going to be very tricky. That smoke is quite far back. He's going to have to get at least one, maybe more. Good grenade, actually, to set it up. Oh, no. Team Molotov at Dren takes down Olaf Meister and Guardian with a quick return, dropping Nitro. So they've got the bomb site, but can they also get the bomb down? It's a 3 versus 4 right now, and Guardian at it again. Second kill of the round for him. Yeah, they're waiting. It's not so easy to plant on this bomb site. Even when you actually get the initial kills, you need to slow it down. And Elige is in on the flank. He could be the key player here for Liquid.
No kits again here, Anders. There's 3-on-3. A flashbang available for FaZe Clan here, but they've got such a massive advantage. What's the play gonna be? Apparently, bullets to the head from Guardian. That's fantastic. Takes Stewie 2K down. They take the lead once again. They're looking prime for 6-0 here on the T side of Mirage. This might confirm it. Twist will have to give it the round, but he does stay alive. Manages to run away with the AWP. Nice work of the USP to even survive that encounter, but it will be a round victory for FaZe. Can they take everyone down? It's just Guardian remaining, and he might be able to slip away. He'll bring out the AWP now. Go for the quick scope. Not going to happen. Good attempt there. The fact he even survived for so long was exciting, but there it is, the execution on the next gun round there, managing to break open the B bomb site even after taking one of their teammates down with the Molotov.
6-0, Henry, and we've gone for the double AWP, and now the crowd are back as well, supporting the home team. That's what we needed.
Gonna get behind them here, boys. 6-0. This is their map pick as well. But remember, this is how it started throughout the tournament for them. They can bring this back. Double AWPs, save in the previous round. Nitro and Stewie wielding those. This is where they're absolute strongest. And they're going for another set piece here. Their calling has been sublime from FaZe. They've got the money, they've got the resources, they're hitting their shots. Keep it simple, keep these executions flowing. Stay as a 5-man fragging machine.
Counter flashbang coming out. Twist, he's feeling very lonesome on the side right now. Elige, he wants to come and help him out. He's quick on the bomb site, but grenades are everywhere. They know where Twist is. He's got no chance. It's Guardian once again with the AWP to open it up, and a bit of a return. Naf, he only gets the one. Again, FaZe, they're trading so effectively. Guardian with the second kill now, and Elige, he was there all along, and he couldn't do anything. The grenades are just shutting down Liquid in this round. It's a good parting kill for Nitro, but it will not be enough. And oh, bit of a miss from both players. Oh no, it's very awkward. But finally, it's going to be Nitro to come out on top.
So he throws that smoke to suggest he's fallen back towards B now. He's almost enticing them to come and chase him.
Not twice in the tournament, Henry.
Oh, you're right.
Surely not.
Surely not. He's got no kit and only 15 HP. I don't think he'll be able to get away with another Ninja defuse here, but time will tell. He's got a decoy available to him, and Nico in that Palace position, as we mentioned, always seems to be in there. Adren is confirming there's no nonsense going on here. They're going to watch the bomb till the very last few seconds. No one can be trusted. Nitro holding towards CT spawn. It looks like their job is done, and FaZe with a lovely execution there, and it's going to be Guardian delivering the goods. He got 3 kills before, 2 fantastic frags towards the A side, really technical execution as well, great calls, like I said, sticking together, and it's working out so well, you're fragging so efficiently, why not run these set pieces? You're overwhelming the opposition.
It's crazy because they throw all those smokes to isolate Twist on the bomb site. I actually think Elige should get a lot of credit for trying to help out. Like, he runs in there to help out Twist so that he's not alone. But there are so many grenades raining in that he couldn't do anything for like a good 10 seconds. Like, by the time Elige came out of the smoke and wasn't flashed, both Twist and Naf were dead. So, like, he's at the right place, right time. He just couldn't do anything. Amazing grenade work from FaZe, honestly.
Really, really strong stuff there. You can see they've done their homework here. And this is the team they want to show. They want to see the homework they've done, the theory they've put in, and it's really coming together today, of all days. After yesterday as well, they had a defeat and a draw. So MIBR, we felt like, okay, it's FaZe, underwhelming once again, but this is the team we want to see more of. This is what we were kind of told about when this team was formed. This world-class talent brought together under the FaZe umbrella. And this year hasn't been that electrifying, but maybe this is a sign of things to come.
125 ADR for Adren, 9-1-1 as the scoreline, and 117 on Guardian. That is absurd at this point in the game. 7-0 in their favor. They are doing remarkably well. I don't think anyone could have seen this coming. Liquid, now is the time to really start to wake up. If they want a chance here at the first map, or at least the first half, it's got to be time to turn it around now.
They took the tactical timeout. They do not invest into this round. They save the AWP. Nitro certainly capable of winning these rounds, but is he going to even find any wiggle room to find the shots he requires? Currently holding towards the window, and he is smoked out. And there's Guardian looking towards the ticket booth for any team he's facing. They know there's an AWP available. First kill comes in. It's a clinical one from Nico.
All the map control that they want right now. Generally on the T side, you're not just going to be hanging around in connector like that. It takes a lot of resources to hold that part of the map. But given the weapon advantage, they're doing just fine. Bomb all the way back towards T-spawn, but they're not in any hurry whatsoever. I'm shocked. I mean, this is... I think the really tricky thing is, especially when they don't have the money for it all of the time, but we want to see Liquid try and break out of their shell a little bit here. There are so many options available to them, right? Mirage, you could do a lot on the CT side.
You definitely can, but you need resources. You need a bit of momentum in your favor to take those risks. And yes, you're right. You do need to chain things up at this point. You can do mid-aggression. You can push towards B with the AWPs, for example. But you do need a bit of foundation to build upon. You can't just drop it in every single round. We'll see Stewie 2K bring a kill back in their favor. He's got the orb in towards CT spawn right now. This round is still possible for them. Flashbang gets him off the mark slightly, and Rain might confirm things. He absolutely does. Quick double kill there. FaZe absolutely on fire at this point. Maximum loss bonus still rolling strong for Liquid. Remember, they didn't force into that round. They took a partial investment around the AWP. Double orbs once again. Stewie 3 and 8, Nitro 6 and 7. They'll be the ones rocking the sniper rifles here. And FaZe have just played the perfect game so far. They can keep dropping these executions with the key gun rounds, and they know they're up against these two orbs. So that makes a lot of sense, right? You know you're up against two AWPs, wall of smokes all over the bomb site. Get stuck in, get that bomb down, and make things incredibly uncomfortable for the retake.
So many of these rounds have been really quick once the grenades are in. It seems like FaZe don't mind spending a little bit of time setting it up, but once they throw that initial wave of smokes, they just seem to go for it. It's really overpowering. Now they've managed to snuck Rain into the middle, and oh, he's going to win that fight against Stewie. That's such a big kill. There was like a bit of an air gap in the smoke there, and that was enough. Now he's going to take Elige next, and that's way more than you would expect.
Dren feels like dancing the flames, it seems. He will fall back, 5 versus 3. Nitro, you can see how this orb moving back towards the bomb site can be difficult, but he is so aware. That's fantastic. Nafly in a slightly off position here. Guardian doesn't even check towards that position. They had no idea CT could be in position beneath them. Now,
that's the bomb.
It is indeed.
Center of the bomb site. Naf gonna get up one more kill there on Nico. Twist way out in the open. Oh, that's a nice shot, Nitro. That's what they need right now, and it's on a Dren. He's been playing great so far. I think they know where he is as well. Yeah, he's gonna go for it. Gets the one, and he tried for the spray transfer. I mean, it's long range, but Nitro, the hero of the round, 3 kills with the AWP, and Liquid pick up their first round.
That was a 5-on-3, Anders. They got the initial kills. Rain got 2 towards that connector. And why they don't check the shadow position, I'd have to go back and watch the demo. Maybe there was a call or a really nice maneuver from Naf to actually get in that spot. The fact Guardian ran him with his knife out, it must have been a bit of bad information given to him, the fact he didn't even check that spot. Someone must have said it's clear, because that cost them the round. But still, the 8-1 up. They're looking to shut down the finances here, the CTs. A decent HE grenade toward the top and middle. That's Rain at a 55. And remember, Liquid are slow burners. They get into the game at their own pace, and that's the first round on the board. Can they build upon it?
Well, a little bit of damage goes a long way, especially when you've got like UMP and an MP9, so that one grenade can absolutely make a difference. And Rain eating a bit more damage to follow up.
He's getting a battering with those HE grenades. That's 2 of them now. Down to 26 HP. Look at the CT control. They've got twists on the A round. Now they're starting to look a little looser. They're actually pushing towards positions and changing the setup here. 2 players towards the A round. More of a necessity. You can see they've got an MP9 there in the hands of Elige. He's trying to bait his twist. Set the smoke. Exchange comes through. Olofmeister will go down to the hands of Naf.
I don't know. If he would have committed to that spray, maybe he could have had that first kill, but we'll never know. A Dren gonna get traded right away. Great double push to the ramp. That's the kind of stuff I want to see out of Liquid. When we talk about switching it up, that's the stuff they weren't doing earlier. And there's Stewie taking down Nico. Finally, the American side starting to really pick it up here. And Rain, they just need to make sure he does not get any kills here. Just have him locked in and save everything you got.
They've got 1 more buy available phase. So Rain, if you can get a couple of kills, that'd be fantastic, but you're right. They just want to make sure they play the bomb sites. 2 players on either side of the map. That's absolutely fine. He shouldn't be able to get a plant here whatsoever. It would take something godlike at this stage for Rain to even make a dent in this round. He's got 26 HP. Towards a connector he goes. Making his way through, gonna drop the smoke. He's just going for the plant at this point. He wants to see if that's even a possibility.
Wait, I think the smoke landed. Oh, can they look under it? Well, they're gonna get him anyway. I think it landed in between the boxes so that it was elevated from the ground. That could get really weird, I guess, but never mind in this particular round. 2-8 the scoreline. Liquid starting to put a couple of rounds together, and I don't know, it looked to me like, was it Nitro Twist in that corner where it's about to be in trouble against Olofmeister? So good teamwork.
Yeah, managing to FaZe at the same time, both the CTs punish Olofmeister, and this is the tactical timeout, the first for FaZe Clan here. Now the reason they're taking that timeout is, yes, they have a buy available, 3 players hovering around 5k, the Guardian has 3,200, and Dren 3,800. So they don't necessarily have to buy here. They've got a nice 8-2 lead, they don't want to throw this away and compromise their approach has been so fantastic so far. A bump in the road, a 5-on-3 going against them. Definitely not ideal, but still, they're in a fantastic position going forward. Let this one go to 8-3 and then start getting back into it. But there's every chance they can win this round, Anders. It's only pistols, but on a map like Mirage, we are able to do full executions on either side of the map at the start of the round. Why not? It's going to be a B approach as well. You can see them going very quickly with the set smokes, flashes over, and it's up to Stewie alone with the AWP to defend. He has to find something here or just stay alive.
Yeah, they just run it down. Great grenade use once again, but they peek a little bit too soon there. Nico out of the round. They're going to get the bomb plant, so I think that's the first part of the mission accomplished right now if you're FaZe. That's probably a little bit more than you could have hoped for. They called that in the perfect round. Now look at a Dren holding behind. He's sort of lingering back still. This is very interesting. Elige looking to cover the wall, and oh no, the window, and there's Rain and Olofmeister. Both Rain again with the C-set, 75. Blocking all of that kitchen play. This is a big problem. Now Stewie inside of the smoke trying to stay alive. Elisa's gone, and just like that, FaZe turn it around. What an upset.
It's such a nightmare for Liquid. The one round they send Stewie alone to the B sites. They're trying to change things up. You wanted to see a bit of aggression there. They tried to stack the A side, focus on middle. Stewie was alone. He felt it as well. He fell right back. He did his job, to be fair. He got the 1 kill, bought some time, but the CZ's close range, getting it done. That Desert Eagle as well is deadly in the hands of Guardian, and it's going to be 9-2, and that face says it all. Round 12, still money there for Liquid, but this will break them. This is a very pivotal moment. If they lose this, that could pretty much be the game. There'll be nothing left the remainder of these rounds. AWP, Scout, and bare bones utility. We'll see what they can do here. Right now, Stewie 2K focusing towards short. You can see he's picking up the AWP more often than not. He seems to be the primary for this map at least.
Oh no.
As Nitro, that was through the smoke towards the B apartments. So that's a bit of a freebie there.
It was. I mean, he did reveal this position shooting through the smoke. You do see the traces coming through with that AK-47, so gave a little bit too much information and swiftly punished on the other side. That's the kind of round beginning they've been really missing. Now they can really afford to play it more default and more steady, which they kind of are right now. So definitely worth it. A couple of Molotovs there. The kind of position that Elige is in over at that A-bomb side could be really dangerous if the T side has Molotovs. They actually have 3 of them, I think, so that makes me a bit worried, actually.
Well, they will finish up towards the A side of the map here. Currently Liquid with the advantage, but we know how good FaZe are looking today. Nico, you can see him discussing the options right now. He's lining his smoke up. That should be for the steps position as Olofmeister gets ready towards the palace.
Elige doesn't even have a smoke. He actually can't do anything. If they throw a Molotov, he dies, and they can kill him from the ramp. It's a good counter Molotov. Timing is really nice for that one.
But the thing is, they hadn't deployed their smokes yet, so they should still be fine. Just as the smokes go in, the flashes will go after, that flame will just go out.
See, 1 Molotov going past so far. Elige is being just safe in the corner, and I think they may have just done it. 13 seconds left. Elige, great double spray down, and that is all they needed. Solid hold coming out here from Liquid. Nobody goes down. That was right on the edge in terms of them just running out of money again, but they do a very good job.
It was absolutely excellent there. You were right, Elige in a vulnerable position, but the fact that he could hold his own, there was no Molotov at his feet. No one checks the position, he gets 2 kills, almost for free at that point.
It's the fact that they can kill him from the ramp, right? They don't actually have to show themselves to Twist and Neff that were holding the rest of the bomb site, so yeah, this is really good.
That opening.
Dream about kills like that, Henry.
You really do. If you get one through the smoke that cleanly, it really kind of riles you up as we get into round number 13, 9-3. FaZe will have a UMP, a Galil, but they do have the Guardian Orb, which is looking fantastic today. Stewie 2K this time positioned towards the A side of the map and maybe suspecting that another B execution could be coming through, but a slow default here. You can see Rain and Olofmeister making their way towards the underpass. The bomb's still down in T spawn, so no full commitments will be coming in anytime soon.
They're ready for somebody to come up out of the underpass there. Twist looking forward with the AK-47. They actually re-smoke it like they want to stick around a bit longer. It could be really dangerous, but if they catch the right timing, they don't know that 2 people have just walked past, so Have they got false information here, Liquid? That could be really dangerous.
Yeah, they've actually communicated this is clear. So they have been checking as far as they're aware. And you can see this is the punish right here. He might not get the frag. How is Nafly pulled this one off? Liquid are back into it. 4 versus 3. It looked like they were done for. A perfect play from FaZe. It's actually shut down through brute force.
Now, a little bit of fire at the feet of Guardian and a grenade to follow up. Do they have more in store? Yes, they do have more grenades, so Guardian might be in a bit of trouble. If they had the bomb plant down, this would be such a different scenario, but they have to risk a lot to even try and get that bomb planted right now. Guardian going to be the one to do it, slowly sneaking in. He's double scoped as well. He can't see anything if they try and peek him up top. There 30 seconds left, and Adren coming in with a strong kill. Bomb goes down. This has worked out really well. Oh, they almost lined up. Twist to get the kill on Guardian, and now a 2-on-3. And they have to convert this one, Liquid. Naf, he pulled a miracle winning that fight over by the window. Now they need to close it off here. UMP and Galil left on FaZe. Surely they cannot steal this one away. The bomb ticking right in front. A bit of a peek. There's Nico getting one headshot. Bit of a peek coming in, and Bren wins the fight. And just like that, FaZe steal it away. How have they done that, Henry?
I have no idea. It looked like they were absolutely done for there. The fact that Nafly somehow countered the boost, as we pointed out, as they snuck through, Liquid got the false information. They thought they were safe. They thought it was covered. Running past with a knife out, it looked like the round was over. And Liquid somehow brought it back, but then FaZe left in the man disadvantage there, pull it back with a UMP and a Galil. Adren and Nico deliver the goods. They've now got a full array of AKs, the AWP, and this should be one of the final fights for Liquid. They give this round up, but have nothing for the final round. But Naf, with the Astrala smoke towards middle, the follow-up incendiary as well, they're going to get that mid control for the first time in Cena.
Great follow-up. The first volley connected, the second one took him out. That's finally FaZe looking like, they're the ones not actually in control of the round.
Well, these are the plays you wanted to see. Instead of sitting right back, you wanted to see them get stuck in and show us that confidence. Why have they picked this map? Why do they want to play here? We'll see as FaZe fend off the push. Remember, Dust 2 next as well. Liquid really on the ropes right now, but for now, it's going to be a 5-on-4. Guardian, 54 HP. And in terms of the setup, FaZe have 4 players towards the mid position. CTs took full control of this area at the start, and now they're trying to reclaim territory.
It's the fact that Dust 2 is the second map that really scares me right now. That's going to be a weird feeling. I doubt Liquid are thinking about it right now, but Elige, this position gets flashed a lot, but right now it looks like they're just going to try and dry peek it. Rain at the corner, they're going to do a double, and Elige, that's perfect. Bomb right in front, he's going to smoke it off. And now Naf, he's gone absolutely crazy, jumping out of the window.
Yeah, you can see what they're trying to do towards short there. They're trying to give themselves trade potential.
Yes.
But unfortunately, this lined up, and it was quite a slow, tentative approach. Ideally, if you're going to peek like that, one player swings out wide, the other one peeks off you, and then you can trade. That's how the trade should work. If you both creep out real slow, you're just actually setting him up for the double spray down, just like that. And Olofmeister tried to swing out, get the kill. Didn't happen for him, and Nafly gets the job done with the AUG to close things out. Final round of the half. FaZe Clan 10 and Team Liquid 4, but FaZe only have MAC-10s and pistols here.
Yeah, they're just going to try and see if they can root their way through the B-bomb site here. Grenade lands at the feet of a couple of players, and Naf has already taken care of one. Oh no, Nico!
Hello!
P250 on one, Molotov on the other, and now he's going to try and block off the kitchen. How are they so successful in this bomb site?
It's baffling. And now they've got a 4 versus 3. They picked up a rifle as well. Nico getting both the kills here. It's up to Stewie to lead the charge. He gets the first frag.
A bit of a shot there to take down Guardian. And the bomb is planted. And Elige, he might be the one to open it up. Can certainly spot a lot of positions and call them clear to the rest of his team. And they're trying to make their way out of the kitchen. There's the first kill on Nico. That's what they needed. I think that opens up all of it. And the rest is history here as Liquid pick up the final round of the half. It isn't exactly great, but could have been a lot worse from the looks of it.
5 rounds is enough.
Yes.
If it had been 3 on the CT side, you could probably call this one down. But now they have an opportunity. They can even afford to lose a pistol and still get back into this. Liquid, it took them a while. They were 8-0 down. But they finished the half 10-5. The context of that is actually not a bad comeback at all.
No, I mean, I think what really happened to them in the beginning there was once they ended up losing the pistol, they just had such a back and forth between A and B, and they were really fast execute. So they never really even got sort of a good feel of the game. It just kept going forever and ever. Very hard for them to do anything about. Just got to point out again, it's Nafly leading the charge for Liquid, even in here in sort of not having the great first half. if they end up winning the grand final, surely he's one of the prime candidates for the MVP at this point.
Absolutely. For me, so far in this tournament,
Yes.
it's Snaf all day long. I think he's been stunning. He really has. Every single map looks phenomenal. We'll see if he can continue that as we move into the second half. You can see Dren maybe wiping the sweat of his brow. It was getting very dicey there in the mid stages of the first half. But as I mentioned, they came right back into it, and this is actually not too bad, all things considered.
General Yanko in the back lines as well.
Is making sure that everyone's aware of what they're supposed to be doing in this round. We can look at the buys in the interim here. It's going to be quite a technical one from Liquid. I can see 2 smokes, 4 flashbangs coming through. So that suggests probably towards the A side of the map. Where you see 2 smokes, you probably see the smoke towards these steps, 1 towards jungle, flashes over, wait for a reaction, then go in together. That's the most common approach, but you can fake that as well. Some of these top teams like to mix things up.
Curious, Henry, if you were on Yanko's team, would you just say no? If you disagreed, would you say, listen, Yanko, I don't buy that, or would you be scared that he?
Would I be scared?
Yeah.
I might be scared. You know, you never know what's going to happen here. Like I said, we talked about this in the previous map. The mind games between these 2 coaches, especially in this 3-minute pause we have a halftime in this tournament, they're going to be discussing all the ideas the others might be having. The mind games at this stage, like, you know, you've watched their demos, you know what they usually do. Are they going to present it now? Are they going to try and fake it? There's so much to consider here. But I feel like Liquid are going for the very standard approach from what I can see right now. Just the 2 smokes towards A, flash over, and try and bombard CT spawn with flashes and try and get full control of that area. Ideally, if you can get 4 Ts in towards the CT spawn spot and you can shut down the rotations, that's the ideal situation.
One of my favorite strats for T-side pistol on this map involves sort of rushing that A bomb side and putting down the regular smokes, but actually continuing the rush in towards the CT spawn. So you sort of catch the people that are setting up there. I really enjoyed when people do that, when they sort of, instead of just slowing at the A bomb site, you just keep going and you catch the reinforcements that are setting up to help out the bomb site.
That's perfect. That always is a lot of fun to watch. There are some cool things. Like, people consider Mirage to be quite a cookie cutter style map in terms of the strategies. Like, everyone's doing the same thing, which is true, but there are definitely variations. You can suggest you're doing one thing and then maybe push the smokes, you know, maybe get right through there, and the CT's got grenades in the hand ready to retake. You're the ones coming through with a few SMGs and trying to shut it all down. So there's plenty of different things you can do to change things up. As we get ready for the second half, if you are just joining us, this is our grand final between Team Liquid and FaZe Clan here. The first map of the best of 3 currently sits at 10-5 in favor of FaZe, but trust me, Liquid are just starting to warm up. It takes them a little bit. They're currently lukewarm right now. We'll wait until they get to boiling point, I think.
I mean, with Naf leading the way, as long as he's creating space for them, it doesn't really take that much. You just need Elige, just need Twist, need somebody to get back in the game, and they'll be right in there. They have all of the firepower they need. The game is live once again, ladies and gentlemen. FaZe and Team Liquid second half coming up here at the grand finals. Make some noise!
And we are off. Team Liquid looking to focus towards the B side of the map. And there's actually 3 CTs there. Rain, Nico, and Olaf Meister. They've got a read on this, and it's Rain to challenge first.
Right in there. He misses the first shot in mid-air. Nico, though, a single tap of the USB. A second. Oh, my God. It's all up on Nico again. The triple. He is ice cold with his weapon, and he wants to continue. He's doing this for the show, isn't he, Henry?
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing a little bit of discipline now, but he certainly wanted the 4-piece towards the end. Olaf Meister taking a bit of aggro from him. And as I said, it looked like FaZe had a solid read on this as Nico closes it out. He gets the kill he wanted, and you can see so calm there. He knew he absolutely delivered in that round as they went for the B execution. But the CTs, like I mentioned, 3 players ready and waiting, and it's Nico to find 4 kills in total. It was Rain that went down first, and they might have thought the bomb site might have been clear at this point. You see no one checking Nico's position, and his brutal aim comes into full effect, and this jumping out to finish things off there. Really impressive stuff. That's going to be 11-5 and no bomb plant and a full eco for the next round. So they're going for AKs in the third instead of buying up here.
Yeah, close to being all or nothing now if you are Liquid. They desperately needed that round, so I don't actually mind the idea of saving for AKs next, but then it's time to really convert that into a victory.
You're looking at the bigger picture right now. Sure, you might be able to steal this round away, but if you don't, it's actually going to cost you 2 in the end, right?
Yeah.
You might as well try and focus on the firepower, having a bit of utility. You can actually deploy strategies instead of hoping for a miracle. We'll see just the Deagle, PD50 here. Nothing really to work with. If they can get the bomb down, I'd be very impressed. Anything more than 1 kill would be actually pretty good at this point.
Yeah, cause for celebration, absolutely, if you could do that kind of damage in a round where you pretty much have nothing to work with. Rain, definitely not feeling any pressure here, just happy to take the fight even a little bit out in the open for a while there. bomb is up in the palace, so could be that if they make enough of an opening that they could sneak it into the bomb somehow. That would be...
It's wishful thinking, Anders.
Really
but
wishful
I appreciate
thinking.
your optimism.
Just got to look at life that way, Henry.
Well, that's where we differ, I suppose. That's why we work so well.
Doesn't always pay off, but you know.
So, just those Glocks, PD50s, and like we've always mentioned this, like you can just slow us down and just get the grenades off the utility belt, and that will cost them money in the future. If you can deplete almost all their utility and just keep running the timer down, that's absolutely fine. As we get to the 25-second point, you can see they've done exactly that. A lot of grenades used, and they'll just run into A together, hopefully trade out a couple of kills. I don't think they'll get one. Maybe just the one frag at the very most. We'll see how it works out. They've actually done a great job of sneaking through. Nico, Adren, and Guardian all finished it off. There was a chance there. They had maybe a little bit more they could have done.
Was there?
The fact they just got close to the bomb site, you know, they got past the first hurdle. I was excited about that.
See, you are a bit of a softie after all, Henry.
It's deep down there somewhere. So there we go. FaZe Clan.
I feel like if you get close to the finish line, Henry, but you still lose the race, you have actually but just still lost the race, you know?
That's true, it's a good point. So we kind of role reversed there already. You're now the negative one, and I'll have to be the ray of sunshine. Either way, Anders, this is what we call the bonus round for FaZe. You can see they've got those saved weapons, the MP9s, the Scout. It's going to be the first headshot, a fast play coming in from Team Liquid, and they've got the advantage for now. Guardian on that lesser of the snipers surely can't do much with this.
What a show of force as well. Didn't even slow down for it. A bit of a leg shot coming through on Nitro. They've taken care of Rain, so 2 versus 4. Surely there should be no way for really Guardian or Olofmeister to do much here. They have a fair bit of grenades also saved up. Long range for Olof, and I'm not sure. Maybe they just try and contain them the best that you can. That was well, there's a bit of a power play coming out from Liquid.
Well, they know they have a huge advantage there. They know they've got the range. They've got the AK-47s, like I mentioned. The fact there's SMGs and Scouts out, that's a perfect strategy to deploy. FaZe know they can't win this round, but every kill they get is absolutely crucial. Nitro making sure the bomb is covered here. And remember, this is the bonus round for FaZe, so they do have a full buy next round. If they stole this round away, that's like the perfect scenario. That's when you've had a dream round. But it's unlikely you're going to win that against a full array of AKs there. 3 players survive at Team Liquid. Ideally, FaZe would have liked 1 more, but it will be all 3 to survive. Guardian saved a Scout, Olofmeister the FAMAS. And the thing is, Guardian can actually drop a rifle here if required, but the thing is, want to keep his money as strong as possible. We'll see which weapons they bring out. I think Guardian will stay on the Scout. He's dropped a rifle over to his teammate. And remember, FaZe are one of the few teams currently that do not use the AUG at all, Anders. They are strictly M4s.
Yeah. Maybe that's the key piece that's been missing all along, Henry. All these months.
It's weird that every other team's doing it, they just refuse to. The only team pretty much at this level not using the AUG.
Well, if it works, currently they're doing a good enough job, but I feel like there's a reason, Henry, while the rest are picking up that rifle.
Exactly. More on that later, perhaps. For now, Team Liquid slowing it right down after the Fast and Furious round we saw before. This time, just going to run the defaults and see if they can work out what they're up against. Is there an AWP? Is there aggression coming in? Adren certainly seems to think so. He's going to be pushing that A ramp, but a flashbang from his teammate gets vital information. No one's there, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's clear. They could be holding towards Palace or right round in T-spawn. His teammates will rotate off that, though. They'll head towards the B side of the map, and I think Olofmeister is in a prime position if they do come towards the B area. Rain's in the bomb side to take the aggro, and Guardian from the window as well with the Scouts.
They are all here at the B-bomb side. I mean, this is a massive stack here for the FaZe side. A quick trade, though, slightly favoring Team Liquid. They need to be quick about this, or more people are going to show up. Nico, and then all of that. FAMAS still doing so much work, and the fact that he put down that grenade behind him definitely bought a bit of time. Twist and Stewie, though, bringing it back somehow. It's a 2-on-2. I actually thought FaZe would have won this round already, but the bomb goes down, and Dren. That was the one player he needed to kill. Stewie, almost no health left, and FaZe hold on to the round. That was a very, very good call for just keeping everybody in that bomb side.
Well, it's all come off the fact that Adren pushed towards that A side of the map. He goes through, he spots, and no one's there whatsoever. And then once he gets that information, we saw the rush from
20th round coming up now. AKs, a couple of them saved there. M4 as well. 3 AKs, in fact, that they've saved on the FaZe side. So they're going to be very excited, especially, as you said, if they don't want the AUG. They're so far away right now, Liquid. We talked about them having a slow start, but I feel like the pickup just hasn't really been there. We'll see how this plays out. Naf, CSET 75, and I think, he's almost getting pushed, I think, outside of the, he's going to get taken down by Adren. That was FaZe taking control of the one side of the map, and that's actually good. That's going to give them so much information to work with. Just that quick kill in the beginning. Nitro. Tech9.
You don't see that much anymore.
No, it's gone out of style, hasn't it?
It really has. Liquid, after losing that first pick, do have Stewie in a prime position. The fact he's got towards the window is massive, and they're going to try and get towards B, and he'll hold strong. And just getting information when they rotate, when their CTs are in transition, he can either go for kills or go for a long backstab at the end once the bomb is planted. If it gets down, we'll see which way he's inclined. Currently, only 2 CTs residing in the B bomb site. At least Twist and Nitro make their move, and Stewie, remember, defending the flanks.
Good Molotov, buying even more time, and look at the damage that it's doing. Yeah, that just chews them up. I think actually the Molotov did almost all of the damage against those 2 players, so no entry. I feel like Stewie's position, if the main push had worked, then Stewie's position would have been great, but the fact that it never really happens, he's just sort of left alone. 14-6. I'm actually shocked at what's happening here.
What shocks you about it?
I just wasn't expecting FaZe to come into this level. I really wasn't.
Well, it just seems like it's the perfect storm for them today. Everything's clicking. Remember, they lost a game yesterday and then drew. It felt like same old FaZe, nothing really that exciting coming to the table, but then all of a sudden, everything's starting to click. They're finding the frags. Guardian's looking fantastic, the AWP. Adren's leading the charge with 19 kills and 8 deaths. That is really, really strong. And remember, that was pretty much a force buy from Liquid here. They're currently sat on an average of $2,000 per player. One more round is going to be map points for FaZe. Round 21 coming in here, and of course, they took a timeout to discuss their options, and there's no real correct answer here, Anders. They have to choose one or the other, the lesser of 2 evils, and Adren seem to think an eco at this point is going to yield more success than force buying into it. They will probably lose this round now, and that's going to be 15-6, meaning they'll need 9 rounds in a row to take us to overtime.
It's been done before, at some point, I'm sure. I can't exactly remember when, but I feel like, at least mathematically, Henry, it's absolutely possible to do it.
Well, they can still win this round, technically. Sure, they haven't got enough to work with here. They've got no armor, no grenades on the T side, but Deagle, CZ, all it takes is a couple of mistakes in the CTs, and a snowball effect can happen.
Let's see. Plenty of time and plenty of mid-control as well for Liquid, not really being contested that much from the CT side. Oh, there was a big chance there. Could have maybe taken out Rain. They're still tapping away at him, and Nico is also out of the open. No real cover here, but he's going to have Adren, and wow, that's actually incredible. They were standing in the middle of nowhere, just covering each other, and somehow they only lose Nico in that fight. Adren with the triple. That is map point here for FaZe, 15-6. It's a powerhouse performance coming out of FaZe Clan.
Yeah, you can't argue with this whatsoever. It looks like Liquid got their work cut out for them here. They do have a buy available. They took an eco before. They're believing in the comeback here, and what a comeback is going to have to be. We'll look at the scoreboard quickly. White, we've got a chance as well. The top is still Nafly, but he has slowed down on the pace. He's got 14 kills. Elijah 13 against UEGK, 8-16. He has not had a good day in the office here. We did talk in the pre-game. We need him to step up here to really solidify their chances. But for now, underpass push, and FaZe got all the freedom in the world to experiment with these sort of plays.
Well, you said, Henry, he even tweeted, promised us that things would be different, so, you know.
I think we might be paraphrasing that slightly, but yes, essentially that's what the tweet said.
Well, it's my favorite kind of phrasing, Henry.
Yeah. In towards the A side we go.
Oh, he's right behind him, isn't he? Like, he can almost see each other. I think that's Stewie. Yeah, his feet showing a little bit. Rain. Oh, he actually almost went down. Stewie got the first kill on Adren. This could be a huge opening. Oh, there's a flank coming in, isn't there? Oh, no. Nico. This is the one chance for Liquid. Is he really going to steal it away in this final round? He's got them already set up. Naf. Down and out of it. He's waiting. He wants the bomb plant as well. And Nico there to shut it down. Great double headshot. All the patience in the world. And that's it. 16-6 in favor of FaZe Clan on the first map here of the Grand Finals. Taking down Team Liquid. Dust 2 is going to be the next map. And that will be just as difficult, I imagine.
It's such a scary prospect. FaZe didn't really make a single mistake there. They had a couple of difficult rounds where Liquid really stood up. But overall, that 8-0 start, it just felt like that was enough to kick things off.